Some stories challenge logic. Even the most skeptical hesitate when facing the unknown. These are stories of ancient tombs, sealed for millennia, where something was trapped, and perhaps should never have been disturbed. This isn't about myths. It's about real, documented accounts witnessed by archaeologists, historians, and ordinary people who came face to face with the inexplicable. Today, you'll hear the darkest stories of tombs unearthed around the world, and their terrifying consequences. From Egyptian curses to Assyrian tombs buried in silence, each case carries a chilling warning. In 1922, British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered the tomb of the young pharaoh Tutankhamun in the Valley of the Kings. Funded by Lord Carnarvon, it became one of the greatest archaeological finds in history, but what followed turned it into legend. Just months after the tomb was opened, Lord Carnarvon died. The official cause, a mosquito bite infection. But the details shocked the world. At the moment of his death, all the lights in Cairo mysteriously went out. His dog, miles away in England, howled once and collapsed dead. More deaths followed: archaeologists, family members, investors. In total, over 20 people connected to the discovery died under unusual circumstances in the years that followed. Inside the tomb, hidden behind a statue, an inscription read, "Death will come on swift wings to those who disturb the pharaoh's rest." Coincidence? Or a spiritual protection system that still operates through time? In the 1970s, a Soviet archaeological team excavated a site in northern Iraq, ancient Assyria. They unearthed a sealed underground chamber, marked with eroded inscriptions and a recurring symbol, an eye encircled by serpents. When the tomb was opened, it contained the remains of an Assyrian priest, surrounded by amulets, talismans, and scrolls written in early Proto-Aramaic. But what followed transformed this dig into one of the strangest unsolved incidents in archaeological history. Within 2 weeks, 3 team members reported having recurring nightmares involving floating eyes and whispering shadows. A sound engineer experienced violent psychotic episodes, speaking in a language no one recognized. A translator went missing. His body was found days later. No injuries, but with a frozen expression of raw terror. The dig was abruptly shut down. According to rumors, all documentation was classified by Soviet authorities. Some leaked documents described the dig site as dead land afterward. No animals, no plants, no sound. Scientists later blamed ancient gas pockets or hallucinogenic mold. But several former officials confessed they believed something had been awakened, and maybe it never went back to sleep. In July 2018, construction workers in Alexandria, Egypt, uncovered a massive black granite sarcophagus buried over 16 feet deep. There were no inscriptions, no markings, just a massive, sealed, pitch-black coffin unlike any other found in the region. The world watched as scientists prepared to open it, and what emerged shocked everyone. A foul-smelling, dark red liquid filled the sarcophagus. 3 skeletal remains, tangled and twisted unnaturally, arrowheads and battle damage, a sign of violent death. Then came the bizarre part. Thousands of people online began petitioning to drink the liquid, calling it an ancient potion of power. Yes, seriously. Some even claimed to have ingested stolen samples, reporting hallucinations, nausea, and one person saying they heard voices whispering, "You shouldn't be here." Experts insisted it was just contaminated sewage water that had leaked in. But how does sewage get into a hermetically sealed coffin buried for 2,000 years? To this day, no one knows who the people inside were. No names, no records. It's as if they were intentionally erased from history. And the Black Sarcophagus? Still sealed in a government facility, still leaking questions. The Step Pyramid of Djoser is the oldest known pyramid in Egypt, but in 1997, archaeologists discovered something far older beneath it, a sealed chamber, buried deep underground, hidden under rock layers untouched for millennia. Even before they broke through, workers claimed to hear strange, muffled sounds, like whispers or distant scratching. When the entrance was finally forced open, the pressure sensors failed. Lights flickered and died. The first technician to descend was a veteran Egyptian. He climbed back out, in silence. He never spoke again. Inside, they found a stone box, marked with symbols unlike any known Egyptian writing. Older, primitive, alien. They opened it, and it was empty. But the sound, the low, rhythmic hum, didn't stop. The lead archaeologist later wrote in a private journal, which was leaked years later, that he felt an overwhelming presence, as if something beneath the floor was watching. The dig was quietly halted, records sealed. Visitors to the site still report feeling dizzy, disoriented, and some say they hear soft tapping from below, like someone, or something, trying to get out. For centuries, curses have been dismissed as myths, invented to scare off grave robbers or preserve sacred relics. But the patterns we've seen raise a far darker question. What if they're not superstitions but warnings? Ancient systems of protection designed to keep us away, for good reason. Science offers rational answers: spores, gases, psychological suggestion. But then why do so many encounters lead to sudden illness, mental breakdowns, apparitions and voices, malfunctions in advanced tech, and above all, a pattern of fear and silence? More than legend, these tombs seem to hold a kind of memory, a force that reacts when disturbed. Some call it spiritual energy, others resonance. But perhaps the real danger is not the curse itself. It's our arrogance in assuming we're immune to it. Some doors weren't meant to be opened. Some silences shouldn't be broken. Since the dawn of time, we've dug, we've searched, we've pried open what nature and time tried to seal, because we believe knowledge is worth any risk. But what if some truths weren't meant to be uncovered? What if some discoveries I dig back? This video isn't about ghosts, it's about respect for the ancient, the sacred, and the unknown. Tell us in the comments, which of these tombs would you never dare to open? And share this with someone who needs a reminder. Curiosity can kill more than cats. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and get ready, because some mysteries are still buried.